So the reverse crunch is a great ab exercise, and that's where you're laying on your back, and usually you want to hold on to some base of support, and you are here, okay? So this is the basic reverse crunch. If you've never done them before, just this position here can be really challenging, where you're just curling in, pulling knees to elbows, lifting the hips, curling under control. But let me show you some ways as you get stronger to now make this even harder. So the first thing that I like to do is, we have these foam pads. A lot of gyms tend to have these. If you take this foam pad and you situate it so that, I'll put it back a little bit. You situate it so that your hips are not on the pad. It's just under the low back here. What that's gonna do is it's gonna give you some added range of motion as the hips dip down. So you're now stretching the abs a little bit more under tension, and that is now, just that little bit, that little extra 2 inches of range of motion under tension as you stretch down is gonna make it harder. So now I've made this harder by adding that pad. I'm getting stronger, I want to make it even harder. I could add another pad, okay? Another pad here means more range of motion, more stretched abs under tension. So again, I'm getting more of a stretch down here, curling in, bigger stretch, pull it in, and again, I've made it harder by adding range. Now, it's gonna get uncomfortable if you go too high up, so there is a limit to like how high up and how much of a stretch going down you can do. So another way, instead of having to keep going higher and higher, if you have the setup where you see I'm between these two cable columns, and on this cable column here, I have this loop strap. I believe I got it off Amazon. And so with this loop strap, and I only have 20 pounds on it, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get into position where I was in the reverse crunch, but I'm going to loop these straps around my feet. So now I have weight. Again, I only have 20 pounds here, not a lot of weight. I'm holding on, and I really want to make sure I want to go slow and controlled. I don't want to use momentum in this movement because I want the muscles doing all the work. But now, I'm pulling that weight with the abs, plus getting that added range of motion, with the pad under the back. Yeah. Whew. And those are really hard. Like when I do those, I might do like 5 to 8 reps. And what I like about that is traditional ab training, a lot of times you have to do, people are doing 50, 100 reps, just doing a ton of reps to fatigue the abs. I'm only doing 5 to 8, and my abs are cooked on this movement. So if you have the setup, if you have these cable columns, and you feel like you're really strong in the abs, you want to challenge them, try this setup. Or even, because I know we don't all logistically have this, but a lot of gyms will have these pads. Try that added range of motion on your reverse crunches. Great way to challenge the abs.